Hey everyone, welcome to this new video. In this video we talk about the top 10 biggest serial killers in history. Let's go. Number 10. Thug Burham, aka King of the Thugs. He was born in 1765 and died in 1840 in Jabalpur, British-owned India. He was a leader of the Indian Thuggee crime network. In a span of 40 years, he has been present at 931 murders. His own words are, "I only killed 125 myself." Alongside his cult followers, Thuggees, he ambushed and robbed people, then strangled them to death in a ceremonial ritual. He was arrested in 1840 by British officers and hanged to death in the same year. Number 9. Luis Garavito. He was born on January 25 in 1957 and he is still alive. He confessed in April 1999 that he had raped and murdered 140 boys throughout Colombia, of which 114 had been found in October that year. The total number could actually be over 300 if all the maps he drew in the prison showing places where he dumped his victims are correct. Garavito focused on children from poor families and street children aged 6 to 16. He offered them food and drink and then went on walks with them in remote areas. As soon as his victims got tired, he killed and raped them. Number 8. Daniel Camargo. He was born on January 22 in 1930 in Colombia. He has killed around 150 underage girls. Arrested in 1974 in Colombia and sentenced to 25 years in prison, but he escaped prison in 1984 and fled to Ecuador where he continued his killing spree. Arrested again in 1986 in Ecuador and sentenced to 16 years in prison. The person in front is Daniel Camargo after his arrest in Ecuador in 1986, leading Ecuadorian officers to the bodies of some of his victims. In 1994 he was killed in an Ecuadorian prison by an inmate who was the nephew of one of the girls Camargo murdered. Number 7. Herman Mudgett. He was born in the USA on May 15 in 1861. Mudgett is known as one of America's first serial killers who lured victims into his hotel dubbed the Murder Castle during the Chicago World's Fair in 1893. According to some claims, he killed up to 200 people inside his hotel that was outfitted with trapdoors, gas chambers and a basement crematorium. He killed men, women, children, friends and family members, and made their bodies disappear afterwards. In 1894 he was arrested and hanged to death 2 years later. Number 6. John Liver-Eating Johnson. And he was born in New Jersey in July of 1824. He is known in history as a sailor, mountain man, Indian fighter, and lawman who earned the moniker of liver-eating, because he allegedly killed around 300 of Crow Indians and ate their livers. Number 5. Pedro Lopez, aka Monster of the Andes. He was born on October 8 in 1948. Lopez was a Colombian serial killer and child rapist who murdered a minimum of 110 young girls from 1969 to 1980 and claimed to have murdered around 350 victims across Colombia, Peru and Ecuador. Lopez was arrested in 1978 in Peru but released without charge, arrested in 1980 in Ecuador and sentenced to prison until 1994, then deported to Colombia, where he was declared insane and admitted to a psychiatric hospital in Bogotá. Released from there in 1998. In 2002, he is suspected to have murdered another girl and is currently wanted by Interpol. However, his whereabouts remain unknown. Number 4. Amelia Dyer, aka the Ogress of Reading. She was born in 1836 in the UK. Operating as a baby farmer in Victorian England, Dyer was hanged in 1896 for just one murder, although there is little doubt that she is responsible for many, many more. Using estimates based on timelines and years active, she likely killed between 200 to 400 children. She murdered the unwanted children she previously adopted for financial reasons. On Wednesday, June 10, 1896, just before 9 a.m., Amelia Dyer was hanged. Number 3. Peter Nyers. He was born in 1540 and was a German bandit leader. He robbed and killed his victims, sometimes cannibalism then. He ate the fetuses of pregnant female victims. He have killed 544 people. He was arrested on September 13, 1581 and quartered alive on the breaking wheel 3 days later. Number 2. Gilles de Rais. Born in 1405, was a knight and lord from Brittany, Anjou and Poitou, too, a leader in the French army, and a companion in arms of Joan of Arc. He is best known for his reputation and later conviction as a confessed serial killer of children. He kidnapped, raped and killed around 600 young boys and girls from poor families he encountered throughout northwestern France. He was arrested in September 1440 and hanged to death a month later. Number 1. Elizabeth Báthory. Born on August 7 in 1560 in Hungary. Báthory is reputed to have killed at least 600 victims, earning her a Guinness World Record for most prolific female murderer. Her actions resulted in a nickname of the Blood Countess, and may have been a source of inspiration for Bram Stoker's Dracula. The most common motif of the Elizabeth Báthory legend is that she would bathe in the blood of her victims as a way to retain her legendary beauty and youth. It's a striking image and one that has endured longer than the truth of Báthory's life and crimes. She was arrested in 1610 and sentenced to life imprisonment, died in prison 4 years later. This is the end of the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and until the next, bye.